Namaskaram. We continue with the Mahabharata story about the childhood days of the Pandavas and Kauravas. We mentioned one main attempt on Bhima's life, where he was poisoned, he was dumped in river Ganga, was taken to Vasuki, the lord of the snakes, and Vasuki was kind to Bhima, and Bhima's relation by name Ajika was also there, and they treated Bhima well and offered him a drink which they specially prepare to give strength. It's stored in pitchers, and one pitcher is supposed to contain enough of that drink which will give the strength of 1,000 elephants. And Bhima was allowed to drink as much as he could. And it is said Bhima drank 8 pitchers full in one go. And anyway, they were happy with Bhima, and they bid him goodbye. And Bhima returned to his mother and brothers. They were overjoyed because he was missing for 8 days. But one thing, when Bhima explained what had happened, they said, "Don't speak a word about it to anybody, because our life will be, our life is in danger even now. And if Duryodhana realized that his treachery was caught, he was caught in the treachery, he will have more vengeance." And so they decided to keep it to themselves. And there were many similar attempts, but luckily Vidura was in the palace, and he was always watchful about this. He knew what Duryodhana was up to, and he was sympathetic to the Pandavas who were getting an unfair treatment from Duryodhana. So he warned them whenever he came to know about such plans, and because of that, they survived all attempts on Bhima's life. They were old enough to start learning various shastras, including Dhanurveda, various training in warfare, archery, use of clubs, that is Gada, and use of sword, lancing, and various warfare methods. And there was already a teacher, an expert in the palace. He came there when he was very young. And the story goes that sage Gautama, who is very famous, had a son by name Sharadwan, who was interested in this Dhanurveda more than the actual Veda. And Sharadwan became so skilled that even Indra feared him, that with his skill he could challenge even Indra. So he wanted to divert Sharadwan's focus from this Dhanurveda to something else. So he sent an Apsara by name Janapati to lure Sharadwan. And Janapati came, she she started tempting Sharadwan, and he fell prey to that, and they had a relationship, and a pair was born to Sharadwan in Janapati, one male and a female, and she left the children in the bush, and she went back to heaven. And Shantanu was ruling Hastinapura then. It was before the birth of Bhishma even. And Shantanu's soldiers accidentally located the children in the bush, and they took the children to Shantanu. And Shantanu was kind-hearted. He took them as his own children, and they were growing in the palace. And the male, Kripa, was named Kripa, and the female was named Kripi. Kripa was, like his father, interested in, in Dhanurveda. And Sharadwan, who went back to do tapasya, realized one day, sensed that his children are in Hastinapura, and his son was interested in Dhanurveda. So he approached Shantanu and introduced himself, and he offered to teach Kripacharya the techniques. And Shantanu was pleased, and Sharadwan took pains to teach Kripa everything he knew about Dhanurveda. And Kripa became a skilled archer. And when he grew up, Shantanu employed Kripa to train the Pandava and Kaurava children. And the teaching was going on. Then Bharadwaja, who was also a sage, very famous, he was skilled in various shastras. Recently, many Indian scholars have found out that there was one Bharadwaja of olden days who was an expert in designing aircrafts, and they decoded some of those aircraft designs. Whether it is the same Bharadwaja or not, we don't know. But we know of Bharadwaja, who was a great scholar, who had written many works, many shastras. And he, in Ghritachi, the Apsara Ghritachi, got a son who was abandoned by Ghritachi in a wooden vessel. And the child grew up, and he was very interested in Dhanurveda, and he got training from various people, including Parashurama. Before that, the Panchala king Drupada, when he was a child, he used to come to this Bharadwaja's ashram, and he used to play with this Drona. Oh, the child was named Drona because he was born in a brony. He was found in a droni. And they were good friends, and they got training in archery from a skilled teacher. And when Drupada's father passed away, Drupada, was the crown prince. So he left training there and went back to the palace. Before going, he promised Drona that we are good friends. If you are in need, come to me. I'll be ready to help you. And he left. And Drona wanted to continue training, and he approached Parashurama, who was known to be the best in the world at that time in archery and various other skills. And Drona approached him asking for arms. Give me arms. Then Parashurama had conquered and killed Kshatriyas in 21 rounds. And in penance, he had given whatever he had to Brahmins. So he was a pauper. He said, look, I have given away all my wealth. So now I am left with my body and my skill in archery. You can choose whichever you want. And Drona naturally chose archery. And from then onwards, he became a student. We will continue with the story tomorrow. Namaskaram.